All right, cut it out. Cut it out. Don't make fun
All right,
of
guys,
him.
welcome back to your second episode of the Yap Squad. Woo!
Man, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
So new co-host next episode.
This is second episode. Hopefully things go way better, way smoother than the last one. We'll be chilling. A lot has happened since we last recorded. Camera focus, please. Camera focus, please. Let me fix this while I talk. The whole thing was the fact that I had to buy a whole new fucking PC in order to fucking fix and do the podcast. Now,
New PC hype.
Woo!
I'm gonna turn off the camera real quick while I keep talking.
What are we having a technical difficulty? What are you doing? What are you doing
Mine's
here?
just not focused, so I'm going to the settings.
Stinky, come here. Momo got a new PC, y'all. He's really committed to it. The other one was committing felonies.
It was not good enough for you guys.
He had to strangle it out and put it down.
It literally would not, it wouldn't render anything. I could not render the...
Yeah.
No, we did it for you.
Well, we talked about in the other podcast, we had shit boxes.
Which
so now
is,
he got himself a premium lady box, or I don't know.
Can I steal the SSD out of your old computer?
I don't know if it'll help you. Actually, it might.
Anyway, what was your idea that you were talking about?
Hold on, we'll get into that.
Your camera's still off, by the way.
Yeah, bitch, I understand that.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, because this guy was like, oh, wow, never mind, whatever. You gotta keep going with it, bro.
So, all right. Mm-hmm. The biggest thing besides the PC, was one of the biggest things we dived into last week was Long John Silver's and the conspiracy behind their business practices. And what we all did was we all went to Long John Silver's.
We did.
Oh, no way he actually saved the cup.
I'm still drinking out
of it, man. Did y'all go recently? Did you go,
we just got back.
A while ago? Yeah, I went, yesterday, bro. I threw that shit out.
Yeah, so did we.
Too. That shit was garbage, bro.
We all took some videos of our interactions here, and we're gonna go through them.
I like that.
Dom, with your videos, did you do anything in? Is it the first two short videos, and then it's the?
I mean, you can just show them the 7-minute if you want. It goes I think the 7-minute just goes straight to the. I want to see bones of it.
I want to see everything.
So we got this bitch opening up. Let's get this one pulled out. Let's get a little peek into this. This is unboxing this bitch. I got you on the... God, this thing's a little fucking hard. There we go. Okay. So it's a whole bunch of fried shit. Well, this is just enough to make a grown man bust. I put a little glob of that tartar. Let's get a bite of this shrimp. Okay. Oh. So I just ate that bitch. It's 7 minutes of me eating. Shrimp is pretty fucking... That's some average shrimp. Pretty salty. It's salty as fuck. We got a hush puppy here. No tartar sauce. Look on the inside there. That's, I'm a little upset eating this. I'm doing this for the team, though. If I do die, that's just part of it. I'm just gonna die. We got some coleslaw here. I'd show you, but I don't want to make you throw up. All right. Coleslaw, bro. And you like my hat? I was wearing my USA hat to fit in with the... I was just trying to look as homeless as possible. So.
Trying to blend in with the average crowd.
I'm wearing a Diva shirt in this fucking clip, bro. I mean, it's just like you would expect. Salty. This is the main bit here. A little bit of fried fish. I think it's cod. So we'll try that in the tartar first. I am a fan of fish. I do like tartar sauce, so I'm not biased.
You contradict everything I say.
Okay.
Oh, what are you talking about?
In my review.
You
say that it's not salty?
No, I say I hate fish. Okay. I will be biased.
Oh.
Actually, 360. The shrimp is like we'll start with the shrimp. The shrimp.
Two different opinions.
You know.
You look so sad.
I'm gonna eat it because I paid for it.
I was pissed, bro.
I got the fries. Hold on, we'll rate them all. Got some. These are some decent fries. They look like some decent fries.
Nah, you're tripping, bro.
You know,
the fries were not bad, bro. They were not
Dude,
bad.
That's what I'm saying.
The only thing that was good.
Nah, y'all are crazy, bro.
All right, with the shrimp, 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that like a 4, and then another one off because it's Long John Silver.
It takes another bite right after.
Damn. Oh my god. And no drink with this bitch too. Keep that in mind. Let me get the receipt. I don't even know. I think it's $14. No drink. It's a decent amount of food. Some fries, but everything's covered in salt. If they know how to do anything, apparently, they salt the fuck out of shit and fry it. It all just looks awful. It is awful. Wow. Wow. I'm actually going to say the cod or whatever the fuck is the worst part. Look, I'm a big fish guy. I like salmon, I like tilapia, I like cod. I like all of it. This just isn't it. My starter kit worked. I managed to get in. They weren't able to realize I was an operative. Part of the out squad, but breaking this down, pretty standard packaging. Everything's pretty standard, but the main food, hush puppies, mid, shrimp, gross. The actual fish sucks dick. The fries, gas. The coleslaw, it's about as good as coleslaw can get, which means still shit. So if you're out there, and you're from Australia, I bet. You like fucking coleslaw. You don't. You're lying. You don't. Yeah. It's like pickled nuts. Pickled ball sack in your mouth. And this fish, okay. I'm gonna eat it. Like I said, I bought it. I ain't gonna waste no food. That's shit. Get in the bucket. My shrimp got fused together. I'm literally eating fish nuts. Wow, look at how good that looks. Let's see how that tastes.
I'll say it doesn't look bad. It looks really good, honestly.
I'm sure it tasted amazing.
Yeah. That made me mad.
Look. Bro, well, I couldn't even finish all of it, bro.
Overall, what do I give it?
We threw ours out, bro.
The fries are good. No drink for the saltiest meal on earth. Damn. Yeah, they have a reason why they're failing. This is definitely a government front. And I'm going to give this two secret agent government funds out of 25 Thunder Stars. That balances out to about a -3 out of 10. So, does Chef Dom approve? Should it be shut down for health hazards? No, I don't approve, and it should be shut down. L.
Now,
Shit.
How many people were there when you went? What time of day was it first?
I went at 3 p.m. and I'm not even gonna lie, there was actually a lot of people.
Interesting.
I have never seen them ever have people. But when I pulled into the drive-thru, there was 4 cars behind me that pulled up. So maybe that was just some bullshit acting, bro. Because no way that right when I pull up for the first time, of course, New Next shows up, 4 paparazzi behind my ass, and they were like, I looked back at them, I said, "Y'all are here for this?" And they said, "Oh, of course, every Friday or whatever the fuck."
Now,
no, what the fuck, bro?
You didn't have any interaction with the people besides
other than just talk. Yeah, I mean, I asked them about if it was there a drink, and I just told her, like, cause I told her, I was like, what's the combo on this? And she was like, oh, it's $14.50 for that. And I was like, yeah, that comes with a drink, right? And she was like, nope. And I was like, what? What kind of? And I was like, I'm not gonna spend $15.50 or $16 on fucking shit dog food meal for a Sprite too. You know, like.
Would have been a Starry Night or some shit, whatever the new.
Oh my god! Even it would have been Sierra Mist or some shit,
it,
bro.
Not even Sierra Mist anymore. It's like Starry
that
something.
Starry or Squirt.
We had a similar experience, but different. We'll get
more like a Vice documentary.
We'll get into it. Let's start from the beginning.
What's up, Yap Squad? We're here investigating Long John Silver's. Long John Silver's, this is your first warning. If we catch you in fraudulent activity, we will report it. Yap Squad.
Yeah, that headrest is fucked.
If this is our last message,
it looks like you've been fucking slamming your head into it, bro.
All right, so I did some research on this Long John Silver's before we left. Horrible fucking reviews, but still somehow has a 3.5 star review rating. But it has. Every single review I saw was shit.
That doesn't make sense.
The biggest thing that I saw that was consistent was people saying, I have not been here for years. And
true.
The other thing is that right now, according to the Google like hours and everything like that, this is the busiest time. It's busier than usual, according to Google right now.
So there's 4 people instead of 3.
No, my thing was like, it's going to be one person.
You think it's going to be one?
1 to 2 people more.
I'm really excited to see how this is going to be different.
We're at 2. Dom's already gone.
That's correct.
We haven't seen. He's sent us his review video. We haven't seen it. So we're going to react to that at the same time as you guys are.
He was complaining to me that it was very dry, and they didn't give him a drink.
Did he order a drink?
But he ordered the combo. So like, who makes a combo? And then there's no drink.
That is also true.
Mamba knew.
Dom didn't talk to anybody, so we're gonna try to actually talk to him.
Yeah. What are we gonna ask him?
I'm literally just the biggest question is, how many people do you actually serve daily?
There's Long John Silver's.
I see at least 2 people, 3 people in the drive-thru.
That's pretty good numbers.
4 people. Holy shit.
Oh my god, it's a busy day.
It's a busy location today.
Okay, we got 1, 2.
Oh my, wait, it's kind of packed, okay.
3. Packed. Okay.
4 cars. Pulling into the Long John Silver's. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars.
It's a world record for them.
Let's park it up.
All right, you're on camera, dude. Now I'm nervous to do this, but I'll talk to him.
There's lockboxes on the door, man. It's specific. Getting real investigative up in this bitch. And just keep in mind, there is 1 family in here. And like 2 or 3 people in the drive-thru.
Was the family looking at you the whole time like, who are these newcomers?
I honestly was trying to avoid eye contact with any individual in there that wasn't.
Did they come up with you and they were like, you guys fed Zoso? Calling out some code names. The river runs through it, huh? Yeah.
What's going on? I just put in the order.
This is where they found us out.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they started grabbing the gats.
Why are you guys recording? Why aren't you in uniform? Head to the back of the kitchen. We have to move some bricks tonight.
And you can tell, bro, that like they're not used to having customers because like the guy put the shit in to pay, and it broke. It's like the price just like went down when I put it in.
It was really weird because my total was like $33,
working.
$34. I paid, and then on his end, like all the prices just dropped.
What was the total on this?
What do you mean?
Like 30 something?
It was like 33 originally.
33 now, showing 26.93.
Yeah, it dropped like fucking $5-6.
So
Y'all went in depth way more, bro. You really had to get that inside angle.
Yeah. what you were supposed to do.
Well, I didn't know we were trying to do all that. And plus, I didn't want to do all that. Is it you putting the fucking straw?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are getting every angle of this restaurant, man. I want to hear the Did you guys go to the bathroom?
We got some crazy shit, man.
Is there some bathroom at shots?
Yeah. All right, listen. So for those of you who didn't say, we'll put in some subtitles and boost the audio for the audio listeners. But what we had asked was how many people actually come in this location every day.
Oh, you asked?
Yeah, and the guy said for the most part it's very slow. It's very dead throughout the majority of the day, and then at random times like this, it'll just like the drive-through will go off a little bit. But this is probably the worst. And then Mamba asked that original question, and then I was just like, so like what's the average? He's like, usually it's the same couple people every day.
Interesting. It's all being hung on by a thread of 1 million people around the country that are
the same 5 families per restaurant.
Yeah.
We just made it out of Long John Silver's alive.
Barely.
The employees swarmed us when we started asking questions.
We had to get out of there.
Nah, but as you saw on the soundbite, not very busy. You said that it was pretty much just the same people all the time, which makes a lot of sense. But that question remains of how the fuck are they in business? Because there was like 6 employees, and there's probably like 2 people inside, and 2 of them were us. So 0. So we're just a little bit confused here. I think we're gonna have to open this investigation deeper. What do you think?
I think so too.
Definitely a little bit weird vibes.
Yeah, everyone. It seemed very tense in there.
They seemed like they were surprised that they had customers, which is suspicious.
All right. Well, we'll meet back up with you once we're inside.
Yes.
This is our spread. All right, now, how much do you think all this food costs?
15.
That's where you're wrong. This costs $27.
I'm telling you, it's part of the conspiracy for sure.
has to
Because
be.
there's no way. That's like, if you order this, we're gonna charge you so much that you don't come back.
Every food review starts with a fry.
That's true.
My cat going crazy.
These are the worst fries I've ever had.
These are hard.
Dude, Mama was really critical of those
Really
fries,
mushy.
man.
But the outside is really crisp.
Your fries look different
doesn't
than
even
mine,
taste
though.
like
Yeah, yours look more bad. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Mine looked
Maybe
like
it's just
they
no
were
salt,
crispy,
question
bro.
mark. You said there
no
was salt
seasoning.
on your
No
stuff too.
seasoning
And
at
I didn't
It was
taste any salt
saltier
on
than
any
a
of it.
bastard, is
How
what
was
they
your
were,
drink?
bro. Saltier than a bitch.
Let's try a hush puppy. I don't exactly know what hush puppies are. Do you?
No, I have no idea.
I don't either.
Very bland.
Really fucking oily. I don't know what this is though. I think it's just like fried cornbread with like cornmeal or some shit.
I think you're right, yeah.
You like shrimp?
Yeah. I'll try whatever. It's gonna make it taste good. Shrimp's not bad.
I'll be honest, the shrimp was pretty banging.
It's probably the best thing there.
I'll be honest, that's the best thing so far.
Yeah. Hey.
I agree.
Thanks, past you. At least it actually tastes like shrimp.
Yeah, and the batter is really good on that actually.
What's next?
Right, let's dive into some fish.
We got the tartar.
Let's try it plain first,
Okay.
and then we'll try it with the other shit. I don't like fish, by the way, so I'll probably be really biased.
I'm not the biggest fan.
It's not bad. Not Dom said this was dry, but I had nothing really dry at all.
It's just very bland.
Let's try it with this malt vinegar.
Not the passing of the tartar sauce.
It was actually malt vinegar.
Oh, that's even worse.
Honestly, it does enhance it just a little bit. Now, let's go for some tartar. I'm not really sure what tartar is either.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, that makes it really fucking good. What the hell?
We like Long John Silver's.
Everything else, though, I can already feel.
You guys liked the fish after you put the tartar sauce on?
There was it made it a lot better than just plain.
Yeah, for real.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's you know, I had it. I thought it was fucking.
Now look, look at this fucking chicken.
That's just a big old glob of fucking chicken. Jesus Christ.
Why is it shaped like that?
Big chicken.
Chicken cock.
Alright, rip her open.
You want to put anything on that or no?
We gotta try it plain, man. We gotta try the original.
I don't. There's another one. Grab that one. It's just a shell now.
This is the representation of Long John Silver's. Just a shell.
Oh my god. You came up with that
Come
just
here.
now?
Yeah. Check this out. Hold on. Look at this fucking piece of chicken.
Oh my god. I can. That's gonna be-
Uncircumcised, bruh.
Yeah, that looks scrumptious.
Oh hell no.
No, I got one.
I'm just stupid. I guess.
No way you ate it the fucking tip of the penis.
Shut the hell up.
Mama went straight for that. Like he was not. He was hoping
What
nobody
am I
was
gonna?
looking.
Do you want me to flip it around and grab the fucking just pure chicken?
I would have put the shell right back on, buddy. I would have. This guy went unprotected, no bag,
No
bro.
way.
Dude, no
You
way.
did hit it raw.
This guy said, "Hold on, I'll just." Hopefully, I can. Dude, tell me it wasn't pretty greasy too.
Bruh, did you not see my
pretty
hands?
greasy.
It was like fucking
Yeah, that's what I was.
Iraq.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was pretty
Is
greasy.
that good, guys? History boys. War man.
Iraq.
What?
Wherever
Said it's like Iraq.
Where are we?
Rice.
Oil,
It's
man.
like maggots.
Oh, okay. I guess that's something. I mean, grease.
Guys, please.
So, alright, all in all,
It's a cat.
I can honestly give this like a good.
He's petting his own dog, Mamba.
My dog. Yeah. You think I would have said my little
That was the
dog?
joke, bro.
Dude. No, your joke sucked.
Why are you laughing, then, little giggly boy?
Cause stop, dude.
Alright, so I honestly don't think we need to see the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Everybody's final thoughts on Long John Silver's.
Right, let's Dom,
Good shit.
1 out of 10. 1 out of 10.
-2.
Mamba?
4 out of 10.
I also give it a 4. Maybe a 4.5. Because there were moments where I'm just like, this isn't that bad, but then I think about the pricing. I'm like, this is bad.
What restaurant is just below and just above Long John Silver's in terms of fast
Oh
food
my god,
places?
below? That's
Actually,
pretty-
you're probably right. Actually, I'm gonna lower it just because you asked me that. Because I've never had a restaurant where
But see,
I've
that's what
never
I'm
had
saying, 'cause
food
think about a
that I
5.
had to throw away, and we had to
that's what I
throw that
mean.
shit away.
What's a 5 on fast food that would be that's really close to Long John with
I'll
your
be honest,
rating. So,
Arby's is better.
is it a
100%.
5 though?
It definitely it's Arby's is a 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna lower my Long John Silver rating to 1, and then Arby's is like a 2.
Because even that's like Arby's is probably the second worst.
Mine's staying at -3, bro.
Long John Silver's is definitely at the bottom of my tier list. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
that
is
was
lower
fucking
than Long
gross.
John Silver. I think. Oh, it'd have to be something.
Prison food, perhaps.
It has to be like no. I'm talking about like fast food chains that are big enough for people to recognize them nationally. You can't just name some stupid shit like Piggly Wiggly or fucking that's. I don't even know or whatever the fuck you have or Tim Hortons or fucking that's not even fast food, but you know.
Or it is a It is
Eating a
fast
brick
food.
of ramen
No, it is
without
not.
cooking it.
Tim Hortons is a grocery store.
Tim Hortons is a coffee place.
Well, it's not fast food, is it?
Jimmy,
Well, I'm looking it up.
can we get that?
Anyways, what were we talking about? I would say Arby's could be right above them, though.
Yeah, I mean, the Arby's has better, like, a more variety of better things on their menu than Long John's.
Oh, maybe. I guess it is a coffee. I thought Tim Hortons was a fucking... Is it fast food?
I think you're thinking of, like, Tom Thumb.
Tom Thumb, yeah, but maybe I'm tripping out. No, I was thinking about Tim Hortons. I just didn't know what the fuck they had because they're Canadians. They're like it's like a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
You can go there and you can get breakfast, but if you do, you're probably like abusing your son.
Yeah.
Or something
Dude,
like that.
Spencer's dad loves fucking Tim Hortons.
Dude, we gotta call Spencer's family, bro. We gotta get his sister out of there.
Tim Hortons is next on the list.
Shit.
So
I'll save you. And then we'll just pretend like I said it. And then let's just fill in her name. We should fill that in with you going,
Rebecca.
Sophia. Yeah, or something. Well, now we know that her name's not one of those, so find her.
I honestly forget her name.
I know what it is.
Say it.
Say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
I'm gonna not use it. Just
You're gonna
say
edit it out.
Yeah, I just don't. I honestly don't remember.
All right, it's Mackenzie. No, it's
Actually,
not.
no. I was
No.
gonna say that doesn't sound
It's-
right.
it's-
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I remember now. Duh.
And Spence, if you're watching this, and however long you're watching this, like
He's not watching
He's not
this.
watching this.
he would watch this if we all died at the same time within 2 years.
We'll just have to tell him that, like, hey, we mentioned you at some point in this episode.
We have to be like, yo, Spence, we mentioned you a bunch, bro. We were really hype about like tons of good stories about you. Bro.
Are we gonna get him? We should get him on. at
Yeah,
some point.
eventually.
Dude, having
Oh,
him as a
wait.
guest would be lit.
Oh wait, no, that's next week.
We should have done Angels.
Angels next week.
He's gonna be next week.
Yeah, I
Angels
said
next
the
week.
10th.
Can we
Paul.
choose on a fucking stupid name for? Dude, I called him his. Why does everybody have to go by rapper names? You guys have to go by rapper names. At least your rapper names, you've been doing it. Now Angel's like, what? Like I called him earlier, and he was like, oh, don't call me. And I was like,
That is.
or what was the shit we used to make fun of?
It
him
says
for?
you fucking new next.
Yeah. Well, I don't run around and ask y'all to call me new next though.
All right, new next.
That is different. Dude, whatever. Yo, next. Chill. Yo,
All right,
next.
Hey,
Let's calm
relax on
down.
this
Let's
beat.
calm down. Let's calm down. Let's go
Don't
back.
call my girlfriend a bitch.
Whoa.
He's not going to want to be a guest
That's a
anymore,
reference.
man.
No, I wanted to come on down here, Angel.
So we back to the original topic at hand, man. I want to dive deeper into this Long John Silver's thing,
We can
and
dive
I have an idea. I told Mamba that I have an idea. He asked me what it was. I said no. I'm gonna save it for the podcast.
Save for the podcast.
We saved it for you guys.
So my idea is one of us goes and gets a fucking job there, and
is a
sees
scam.
what happens.
I could do that tomorrow.
We should
Is
all try to go. We should all apply and record the interview.
Oh my god, if we all actually got hired though at Long John Silver's, and then we just recorded like first day, second day, for a week. Our first week at Long John Silver, and then fucking like
Did your phone
bro,
vibrate?
yeah, I think that was somebody's. I got a notification. Oh, it's your mom.
God damn it!
Oh shit, she's
That was a
calling
good
me.
one.
Oh shit. No, but dude, that'd be actually pretty fucking funny. Tell me that wouldn't. I need to get me a fucking little drinky here in a second. We might take like a 30-minute break.
Yeah, I'm done to take a little pissy break.
Yeah, can we take a piss break before we keep talking?
Yeah, let's
Cut.
take a break.
Okay.
Keep recording.
Okay.
Don't stop.
Keep recording. Yeah, just keep it going. All right.
What's up, guys? It's just me now. We're supposed to be on break, but this is actually the Mamba filler episode. I've got a list of topics on my rant for in between discussions, or just to bring up. Personally, I think that Long John Silver's is a cartel front. I see too much evidence about it. They were too surprised that they had customers, right? Like, the machine broke when we ordered. There was one family there. There was a large gentleman with a lot of tattoos, but that's normal, so we can forgive that one. I guess I'll just keep yapping. Oh, Dom's back, but he can't hear me yet. Oh, he's a piece of shit. He's just walking away. Oh, he's dancing. Oh my. Oh. Oh my.
It's your boy
like
Bones, back from the underworld.
I like that.
Shit.
I kept yapping while you were gone.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that all out. So
Yeah,
useless,
I know.
basically. We're not.
I know.
We don't want to talk to you at all. Xena, bring that little ass here.
Leave her alone.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, I'm talking to you. Check this out. Found this outside.
Why is it looking in the camera?
Say something to the people.
That wasn't her.
That was her, bro. She did that noise.
Oh, one thing I did want to bring up. I noticed a lot, at least the podcasts I've listened to, they have like some sort of like intro, like, you know, whether it be like a little jingle or just like even just like a little song, like no lyrics, nothing. Should we have one of those?
Giovanni, he has a song. His song
We
is
have a rapper here.
Shine a light on me.
Should we do that?
We could.
Write us
Nunix
a
could make
jingle.
a song. Yeah,
We could get him
I
on
could
the
call him
collab.
up. I'd have to ask him up if maybe he'd be down. What would be a jingle? Should we do a jingle where like it's one of those cringe as fuck podcasts where everybody that's on the podcast like is like part of the jingle, like they're all singing in
We
it.
should do like some type like of Disney Channel type shit where it's like, hey, I'm Nunex. Hey, I'm Momo. Hey, I'm Mamba. And you're
Welcome
watching
back
the
to
Yap Squad.
Hey guys, welcome back to, and then it goes to Mama, and he's like, the favorite show we all love. And then it's like Mama, and he's like, the Yap Squad. Get the fuck
That's
out of
so
here with
good.
that shit. Bro, I would beat the shit out of all of us for us. bro.
Episode
I'd
3,
be
look
fucking-
out.
Yo, dude. Episode 3, you're about to be 3 times the charm, bringing all the heat.
Make one.
My father beat me when I was no.
We're just getting right into it. That's like episode 100 content. Let's chill out.
Let's talk about why we hate our family. I'll go first. Put a finger
love that
down
game.
if you. All right, who's got a topic? Who's got the topic?
What is your guys' greatest fear?
Greatest fears.
Not serious answer. Not like some goofy ass shit.
Serious answers.
Serious answer. What are you most scared of?
Damn, that is a dark thing to bring up on a podcast. Let's see.
After all the lightheartedness of bringing down
We're
a
known for
company.
dark shit. Yep.
Let's think. Momo, you go first.
Okay. Fuck. I told Mamba told me he gave me a warning about this question earlier. I told him I would think about it. I did the
Yeah, you
absolute
did it.
opposite, and
I'll just go then. My greatest fear is that when I die, it's just eternal darkness and just
Oh,
nothingness.
shit.
You know,
yeah.
I have. I mean, we talked about this, and because we talk about religion and everything like that, I have this exact same thought. At the same time, that fear isn't enough for me to devote my life entirely to something I don't believe in.
Well, it doesn't even necessarily. I'm not even talking about like no heaven, no hell, right? But just like imagine you shut your eyes and that's just being dead.
Yeah, I saw a story.
That would
it's
suck.
a long story. But this guy, he was clinically dead for like 7-8 minutes or some shit. And his story, because we're like, what did you see? Did you see heaven? Did you see hell? He's like, it was nothing. It was no, like
That's
it
horrifying.
wasn't even like your inner monologue. It was just emptiness and no concept of time.
Yeah,
no concept
that's
of
literally my
space.
greatest fear.
So you know what would be terrible though is like because Mamba, you have brought this up before, and the way you explained it, I feel like you're like a little only thing I was gonna say is that because you were saying because I think most people wouldn't be afraid of the concept of dying and then there's nothing if it's like going to sleep, because if you go to sleep you don't even feel anything. It's just so that's why people like to go to sleep. You're just like don't even exist
Right.
during that time. So there's no pain or anything. You're gone. But I think the difference with what you're saying more is that like you shut your eyes or like you die, and when you die there's like it's like you're just sitting in a dark room.
Yeah.
There's no inner monologue what you're saying,
aware.
like, but like there's
A better way to phrase it would be if I died and then there's a lack of consciousness. I hate the thought of that. Like I know it wouldn't impact me because I would
you just
be
hate
dead
this,
and
yeah,
I wouldn't have a
the
consciousness.
concept of
But
like
I hate
another
the
second
idea of
life,
it.
like afterlife.
Yeah.
So
Or,
then
like,
maybe
the
not
lack
even
thereof.
greatest. Well, maybe that is sort of a fear. You fear there not being an afterlife.
Yeah. Not even that there's no afterlife. Just that like Imagine like you close your eyes, right, and you're in the water, and then that's like you have no thoughts, and that's just what it feels like forever.
But that's what I'm saying is that why fear eternal sleep? That's what I'm saying. That's
because I'm not really comparing it to sleep. More so, like I don't the lack of the consciousness itself is what scares me. Like I can't comprehend
but that's what I mean,
myself
though.
Not thinking.
I feel like that would be the more scary thing would be to have consciousness and it's just darkness forever.
Yeah, I could keep my own brain busy for at least 100 years. And
yeah, but forever? But that's what I'm saying. Forever and ever and ever.
But if you have no concept of time, it should be easy.
Nah, bro, that'd be even
but
worse.
After billions of years, then it starts.
Now, that would be interesting because you'd either go completely insane or, like, after, like, a billion years, you'd be like Jesus or something like that. I don't even know. You just come back as, like, a star.
Yeah. But, like, death itself doesn't scare me, right? Because, like, say reincarnation's real, which I don't believe in, but I'm not, like, that's chill. Like, imagine I die and then I just wake up as a brand new baby. Like, I'm vibing with that.
Or you could
if I go to heaven or hell. I would rather go to hell than have nothing.
Imagine when you die and you get if that's like real and you get reincarnated as a baby, and like for the first like your consciousness is there, but you can't speak. Like it's there so long as until you can't speak. Baby. No, but that's what I'm saying. Or even like you can't do anything. Like you still have like the body, like the motor functions of a baby, but your consciousness is still there, and then it goes away the minute you speak.
Oh God,
that'd be crazy. And then like your first words are just your consciousness being rewritten into the baby.
Da.
Damn.
But in reality, his first word was going to be the economic climate of today's social plane. But it just came out.
Why don't people? Why do people never talk about the socioeconomic political situation of the world and the cultural impacts it has on our thoughts?
I hate the ocean.
Jaden?
That's my
the ocean.
Is that like your genuine like deepest fear though? You know what I mean? Like beyond like how should I word this? You know what I mean? Help.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's other fears. I would say
on a deeper level, is that your greatest fear?
It's difficult to know what your greatest fear is.
Well, within the fear itself, it's the unknown because like the ocean, I don't like water that I cannot see the bottom.
So lack of control, you think?
Yeah.
But this is kind of what I mean. This is a good way. I'm scared of the ocean too, but like if the love of my life was drowning in like 7,000 feet deep water, I would still dive down and try to get her.
I mean, yeah.
But if I had to go into the afterlife and then it was darkness, that bitch is dying on her own. Does that make sense?
There's certain fears that crack you up, yeah.
Would you go to the quantum realm though?
I don't know what that is.
What the fuck? Dude, okay. Look, answer the question.
Yes.
Would you go to the quantum realm for her or not? Are we talking like multiple quantums or how many quantums?
But point being, is that your greatest fear or no?
I mean, that's again, I think the driving factor of it is the unknown and lack of control. So anything that involves that is I hate that.
I like that.
Which is why I don't like not being the person driving, which is why I don't like the idea of space and the ocean and fog.
My greatest fear is being captured and tortured in unbelievably heinous ways.
What about handsome ways?
Why would I be scared of that? For all the blind people, I did a little face when he did that. I was like, ooh. No, I think because imagine getting captured by like 10 cartel members, and they just chop your balls off day one.
That'd be horrible.
Then they start.
What can they do after that's the first?
Oh, they start doing a lot more. They start tickling your feet until you can't laugh no more.
No.
They start blowing on your belly. Stop!
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here with that. You gonna tell us where your family lives? No. Go. Oh, fuck. All right, well,
This sounds
Yeah, well,
horrible.
we got the fears down. The fears are real. Fears are real.
I felt that really.
They're there. Do you guys think that women have valid points on how to get women?
I thought you were gonna say value, bro. I was like, what
I mean,
the
we already
fuck?
know the answer to that. You know, that's like a nope.
Okay.
No, I'm saying,
God damn it, bro.
Mamba and I talked about that briefly. We, because I
think
think
that,
the answer is sometimes, but people, I mean, people say no.
I think it's perspective based, man. Like each girl has their own opinion on how they want to be picked up.
But I'm talking
that's
about
my issue though. Is do they even know how they want to be picked up?
I think that's
I
usually
strongly
the
disagree
answer.
I don't think they do.
I think it's
Most
just
of the
like
time.
anybody that's like a philosopher, like there's people can have their own philosophy and opinions, of course, but like people with like really deep, like really genius level thoughts about like relationships and stuff like that. Even men too. I think it's less common that you're gonna see it in women or anywhere, but especially women, because like I guess what I'm saying is it's kind of like how Kenya has a lot of fast runners. It's because they've created a culture that is entirely surrounded about, like, a lot of their country likes running. Like
Right.
they talk about like how it's, they run a lot, they have the high mountains, the altitude, and then you go there, they promote running. Like if you go to Colorado, they promote lacrosse because they're gay, right? But then you go to fucking, you go to Texas.
Coloradians
about
aren't gonna
football.
like that comment.
Exactly. Hey, and then you go to Australia and they promote ugly women.
God damn it.
We're coming for you again.
Yeah, we're getting on your ass down. Nah, bro, I'm telling you, bro. No, but for real, I think that women don't. It's just women can, but I think that people don't see that the likeliness of that happening for them is like, because men are more like, that was my point, is that men are more likely to be forced to have to develop like a skill to pick up women, and most men don't even have a very good like philosophy on how to get women anyways. So is it likely at all you're going to find a woman if they're not pushed to do it, and it's just uncommon in general to find a person smart enough to do it? So in my opinion, usually you're just not going to find a woman like that.
I think everyone has their opinion on what and how they would like to be picked up versus how they actually respond to those ways and how they actually do those actions.
And that's a really good way of putting it.
And
that's kind of the whole
yourself
point of it,
the
though.
same thing. Like it's all about culture and like the way that you've been doing things. Someone can say like I want to be picked up like this, but they've been getting picked up a certain way their whole life. They're obviously going to keep going for that way instead of the latter.
Well, and that's what the quote is like that me and Mama were talking about with the like a fish can't tell a fisher how to catch a fish because it's a fish, and what does a fish know about being caught, right? And that's kind of the thing, is like sometimes a woman will be like, well, you have to be nice and it's about confidence. But even men will say that. It's not about, it's not being sick, but like, sometimes it goes deeper than that. Like sometimes a woman doesn't even know she's being, like caught, so to speak. Because what is she, sometimes you don't know what actually.
Yeah, I mean, guys are stupid, girls are stupid.
Guys are like that.
I think that's the biggest thing is like, I mean, guys, especially for someone like me, like unless a girl told me straight up, like, I like you, I would just assume any girl that was being nice to me likes me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then any girl,
but that's not a bad philosophy.
But then also a girl will just assume that every single guy that's being nice to her is just being friendly, when in reality, 95% of the time, those guys are hitting on her.
But see, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, obviously, we're talking like generally, but see how like they still apply, and that's what you have to kind of talk. It's hard to talk about the exceptions. So
right. I think that part of my thought process on it, and like part of what ties my thoughts together on it is, I've seen somewhere that guys who are raised by single mothers are struggling a lot to get women because they've been taught by their mother.
Yeah, that's real.
Women.
That's real.
So that's part of why I'm a little on the one side, but I do agree that we're both
and that's not
anyway,
even.
so.
I get, again, people are going to be like, in the fucking, our two fans are really going to have a big fist fight over this.
The comments are going to go crazy.
We already know we got Jesus in one corner, we got Herb in the other.
I'll be honest, no, but we're doing pretty decent on the.
No. I'm just fucking up. But the fucking, they're gonna be back and forth on shit, talking about, because I think people, they hear the generalization and then they're like, "Well, are you generalizing?" No, I mean, yeah, but like because
No, yeah.
well, I mean,
we're
like
guys,
no,
so
but
we
yes,
have the male
like
perspective. Like,
well, true, yeah, it's like it's just hard. Most people are like the things we're saying, so
it just goes into like the male fantasy, and I'm just really not into.
Yeah, patriarchy is kind of balls in my balls. But there was an interesting thing that's kind of in this realm that somebody was saying was it was basically like, how do you guys feel about the concept that men date like across and down from their like status structures, and women date across and up? And what that means is like a dude will, I mean, you see that all the time. Like a dude will happily go and date a McDonald's employee.
I think that's natural though.
Yeah, well, and then a woman will be no, because
men are the provider.
No, I don't think Momo understands the concept though. So we're talking about how most of the time men will date below their status and economic status, like power status, economic status,
doesn't matter,
and even look status, just because, and then women will do the opposite. They go up, like almost always. That's what. So like a man will date a McDonald's employee who's a chick who's hot and be like, "This is great," and then a woman is less likely by a lot to date. Like if she's if
she's
a
not a
multimillionaire
guy, then she's not about it.
What? But I'm saying,
that's
do you what do you like? How do you feel about that though?
I agree with what Mamba said. I think it's just like
it's just kind of natural.
And they're thinking like, well,
but why?
Well, there's no berries around. Like, what are they gonna gather?
No, I get that. He's making sense for real.
Like if someone else is doing the hunting, why does she gotta gather?
What the fuck? What is that?
Think of it in caveman terms, right?
Wait, I want to hear this.
I'll break it down. I understand what he's saying.
Break it down for me.
Say you're in a tribe, right, in the caveman times, and you're a woman picking berries all day, and Ooga Booga is the best hunter in the planet.
Wait, bro. Yeah, keep going.
And he brings in 3 deer a month. You're gonna date Ooga Booga. You're not gonna date Scrawny McGee, who brings in 1 raccoon every moon.
Okay, you know so I see it's all about women go for a person who provide most.
Yes.
And men go for who gives a fuck because they ain't providing.
Men just want to be loved, I feel like, low-key.
Well, I mean, because I think whenever you talk about men and women relationships, people leave they leave out what you just said. They leave out like
the berries.
The berries. No, but it's true though, because I mean, think about it. Because what we said is true, like what we're saying about the up and down, but women, they still provide a lot to the team, even if they aren't, like, because people will be like, well, I can work, I could be a provider. It's like, sure, but a lot of you don't even want to be. Like, I think people forget that too, is like, in the modern world, a lot of
evolutionary.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
And I wonder if that will change someday now that we've changed.
I don't know, man. It's difficult
better.
Because...
I'll say that.
Well,
much.
I mean, dude, I think it's a fucking mirage though, because we don't know to what extent it's going to grow, like to Momo's point. But at the same time, that evolution is like millions and millions of years. It's not like it was 100 years. It's been like 100 years since we've hit the modern era. So we're about another 10 million years. You know what I mean? Like we kind of need a lot.
But that's what makes sense. The amount of like. I mean, we were talking about
coding.
the last episode. We talked about the
DNA
industrial
coding.
Revolution.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the boom between, and it's not even just, it's about race, women, like everything, like every like segregated culture that we've had has
technology has changed.
So it's just like, I mean, we're seeing a revolution.
But are people changing?
Yes.
In a sense. They changing, or is it the technology?
I think it's a little
changing?
bit of both. I mean, obviously every person that was like every minority is becoming more empowered, and whether or not they're being suppressed or whatever, I mean, that's besides the point. Obviously those people are going to be suppressed because people are just fucking assholes. I mean, that's never going to change. There's always going to be fucking assholes who are going to try to suppress the minorities. But
like
are the minorities going to be stronger and have a louder voice? Yeah, because we have the technology, we have the capabilities to do that now.
Yeah.
So I think that's a cool thing about technology too, and just like social media, everything, is that like we were able to shine a bigger light on all these issues that like every minority has faced since like fucking civil rights and everything, and we're able to get a bigger picture, you know what I mean?
Right.
And people have a bigger voice and are able to do more than they were able to do before.
I don't think that psychological evolution takes as long to change as physical evolution. But I don't have the facts to back that up.
I mean, you can just look at the same thing. Look at the boomers versus Gen Z. Gen Z doesn't give a fuck. Boomers are just like, you should put in your 2-week notice. And then the Gen Z is like, you can suck my fucking cock because I'm not coming into work tomorrow.
But I see, and my thing is I think that's a really good way to put it though, Mamba, is that I think...
You meant Momo, but yeah.
No, I mean, I meant Mamba.
No, you meant me.
No, because Mamba... Well, yeah, I meant specifically he was talking about with the psychological thing. But the fucking, what do you call it? It's the fucking... I think that you guys are right that things can change and people... I guess the way to phrase it is that evolution happened, but we don't really know, like, what society is gonna best fit our evolution. I don't know how to phrase that. I think it's just
gonna be Darwinism, man. Like, the weak will fucking fall and the strong will rise. And I think that.
I mean, yeah, but I guess my point is that there's like it's kind of y'all's point. I don't even know how you even phrase that, bro.
I think I get what you're saying, man. And like, there's never gonna be a dystopian or utopian, whatever the word is. There's gonna be. We're gonna eventually find. It's either gonna go batshit and be like hell, or it's gonna go. War. It's gonna go.
We're gonna find some optimized ways to live. Yeah.
And I feel like there's no middleman.
Yeah, it's a process. There's a lot of shit going on.
I think we're in the middleman right now. If I were to say anything, like.
Yeah.
So,
hard
guys,
to say.
let's figure this out.
I've been in the middle of a man.
The yap.
We ready for all this.
Oh shit!
I didn't hear that one.
Yo, cut that one out. Cut that one out.
That's gonna be a TikTok.
Yo, keep that one out. Yo, that one's out.
That one's
out of the clip.
Nope.
We're not doing that one, right? That one, we'll stay that one out.
All right, 115. Remember that, me. Okay.
Yo,
thank you.
Yo, shout out my barber.
No, I think the biggest thing is Dominick's nose.
Yeah, that is the biggest thing on earth for sure. Other than my dick.
Bro. Do you,
like 3 inches?
Yeah, Momo, bring up a topic. No, think up a topic, Momo. Go ahead. Oh. What do you got? Next conversation.
Literally let me look through my notes here. The only 2 things I had was Long John Silver's review. Intro song.
Bruh.
Do you guys remember?
I've
been thinking about this all week.
Do you guys remember when you first became conscious? You know what I mean?
Yes.
What?
I had a panic attack.
I have no idea.
Like,
I know people talk about that, but
I remember it like it was fucking yesterday.
Yeah, I can, like, my heart starts racing the moment that I think about it.
Yeah. I was sitting on the fucking playground and I didn't do my homework at the, like, kindergarten or something.
What kind of homework did you have in kindergarten?
2 + 2. And then, the ABCs.
Stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I was dumb as shit, I guess. But I didn't do my homework, and then I had to stay out of recess. And that was the first thing that, like, I remember, like, holy fuck, I'm alive. Because I was sitting there just crying. I was a little bitch.
Dude, I think I might remember mine.
I remember, I was in the parking lot. I was in the car with my dad. I don't remember if my brother was there or not, but it was. I know for sure.
Uncle snuck in.
I remember for sure it was me and my dad. He gets up. We're in the parking lot of the bank. He goes to the walk-up ATM because that's just how he do it. He didn't like the drive-through ones. Fuck them. You know, he wanted to do them himself.
It was still
man shit.
Yeah. So I remember sitting there, and while he's getting this his money out, I'm thinking, holy fuck. I'm alive, I'm going to grow old, and I'm going to die one day. What does death feels like? and I started like having a panic attack, and then my dad took me to McDonald's, and everything was lit.
Is that? Do you guys think that that's what y'all mean by consciousness? Is like the first time you realize your life and death, or what do you think?
I would say
because
Mama was saying
like
he remembered just being alive.
I remember things like before that.
Yeah, I do too.
But like I'm talking about like the first moment where you're like, holy fuck, like I'm a human being and I'm alive type shit.
See, a lot of people talk about having those moments. I don't know if I ever had that moment.
Maybe you still don't know.
Remember it. Dom, take a deep breath.
Wait a minute. What the fuck? Hold on a second. How old am I?
5.
What is this? What is this? Oh shit! No,
That's your baby. That's your child.
Why is it black?
How many times do you think labor nurses have heard that?
A lot.
You gotta cut that out.
I remember, like, the oldest memory I fucking remember is when I was like, like pre-K, like my mom dropping me off at the front. I remember that's like the only thing I could remember vividly.
I have
the oldest,
so many memories.
How old was that? Like pre-K is like 5, isn't it?
It's like 4, I think. Right?
it's
like 3.
Kindergarten is 5 and 6.
You have to be like 3 or 4, bro.
Yeah, no, I was like 3 then. Holy fuck! That's like the only memory
I have a lot of memories when I'm younger, but I just don't know if they're like memories or if they're like, because my dad was the type of guy who like he was a vlogger, bro. Like he had the camcorder, he was filming everything.
In 1963.
Okay.
No, it had to have been at least 1942, wasn't it? Like that was right before the war.
Yeah.
Well, they probably took all the cameras for
because you were in bunkers in America. I heard. West Coast.
Never eat soggy waffle. Yeah. So
that's a joke about Momo being old as fuck. By
his
the way,
dad was Prince Chamberlain of the 3rd.
I am not even related to Emma Chamberlain.
Emma Chamberlain's got a big old. Actually, what does she look like? Isn't she like a schmoogie? She's got an actual buffalo on the back.
She's a thin white girl.
Oh, I'll look it up. Is she hot? She's 22? I thought she was like old.
She got famous when she was like 15, 16.
Holy fuck, I've been alive for 23 years.
Who is this bitch? Why do I know that? And what has she done?
I mean, she got famous from vlogging,
YouTube?
and then she just kind of
like makeup?
No, just like her everyday life.
Bro, she kind of looks like she needs to get she wants to get hit, or I don't even know, like. You know what? She kind of looks like a doll, or like
her like rise to fame really confuses me. Like today, I was at Ulta or Sephora with my girlfriend. I went to both of them, so I don't remember which one it was. But she was just on the wall, so it was like Emma Chamberlain. And I was just like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then right next to her was like Zendaya, and I was just like, it's kind of crazy that these two people are on the same level.
That is true.
Or I mean that they both. I mean, I don't think they're at the same level at all.
Well, enough to be like.
I mean, they're both on the same wall.
Like the brand.
Yeah, that was like I get your point. Like they're both on the same. I mean, just because you're both on radio doesn't mean you're both the same. Level of artist,
we're on Spotify just like Joe Rogan. Does that mean we're at the same level?
But that's what I'm saying.
We are better than him though, so that's kind of.
Joe Rogan. We can make it happen. If you want to get on the App Squad, you can hit my number up. It's
that would be a wild
458-689-9938.
Is that actually your fucking number?
No. Don't call that number.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. You held your driver's license up to the camera.
Bro, that was one time.
Don't watch the meetup video.
Let me see if I can get. I'm telling you, this bitch looks mid as fuck.
I mean, she's a very average girl. But I think that's probably like the.
I mean, if I married her and I brought her home, my family would be excited for me. But
well, that's because it's a girl.
It's a girl. She's 5'4" though,
so she's taller than you. That's crazy.
That's not true. I could dunk master fucking Dragon Thorpe her, bro. I could figure out what's at the end of her rainbow or Oreo
because you're a fucking leprechaun Lucky Charms head ass.
Yeah, that's still not funny.
It must be weird getting carried around by your girlfriend all the time.
No, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, what else we got as a topic?
Uppies?
My little dog just stood up and perked up. Look, she's coming over to whoop your ass right now, bro. Yo, square up then. Oh shit, bro. Oh, he's got the gongs.
Oh my!
Yo, sometimes,
Hold up the
sometimes I look pretty fucking
thundersticks.
ripped. I'll be honest.
I'm telling you, if you went to the gym for 6 months, you'd become a bit of a king.
Yeah,
bit of a battle.
Fucking like my forearms too, bro. Look at that shit.
You could get some veins there.
Where?
All in your body, man.
That's
how the body works.
Dude, my veins are in my balls. That's why my nut's so big.
That's just fucking cancer.
That's not cancer, bro.
I just can't feel them.
Do you guys think that women ask too much of men? All right, piss break. We'll edit this out. Me and Mamba will tackle this.
I mean, you can also do that, yeah.
I think that we both ask too little of each other, and we both do too little.
Elaborate.
I think we ask too little but expect too much.
I agree.
I think too little but expect too much.
I think everybody holds each other to a higher standard than they hold themselves right now.
Or is it that they hold themselves to a higher standard than they hold others?
What do you mean by that?
Like to the point to where people want to do things for and people would rather do something very complicated and time consuming for a friend or a girlfriend as opposed to themselves.
I think that people do that, yeah.
Like they would rather motivate someone to be like, no, you can't quit the gym. Like, no, like you have to follow your dreams more than telling themselves that every day because they don't want to be like, I think a lot of people have pushed that message where you don't want to be self-centered or selfish or it's wrong to think about me.
I've been struggling with that a lot.
Which is funny because people, we talk about how there's a scourge of like too many individualistic people and maybe there is for some social media people, but then you would think maybe there's actually the opposite of that. And it's really people are not looking out for themselves. Like what you said, I don't think I do that enough. I don't think not enough people are like Alexandering the Great enough for themselves. Like that motherfucker was just like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, and then he just did it, bro.
He just conquered the whole world.
Yeah, I mean, not alone, but he wasn't like it wasn't a leader, yeah. But yeah, he had the homies. He pulled a jitler.
I think that one thing in particular that has been nudging at my brain lately is I forgot the thought, so I'm just rambling until I remember it.
I fucking do that all the time.
You keep talking while I think.
Individualism, lack of pushing for yourself, motivation, people asking too much for of others and for than themselves or whatever the fuck or. I mean, and I was talking. I mean, well, we could talk about this then. That like I was saying, like I think this guy was making a good point that women come.
I just remembered it.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I think that in the age of social media, too many people are listening to people who are not happy on how to be happy.
Ooh, that's real. Ooh, that's real.
I fully believe that that's a major epidemic that's going on right now.
And it goes deeper, bro. Let's connect that to another thing. Too many people are listening to teachers about how to make money when that motherfucker's broker than anybody.
Yeah.
And and people talk about that. They're like, well, Andrew Tate's a millionaire. And that's why I joined Hustlers University. It's like, I mean, so
are you still paying for that, by the way, Dom?
Twisted. I've made like $5 billion. So.
$5 billion.
But I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you're right. The happiness thing it doesn't have to be about economics or anything like that. But I know what you mean. I think you're right.
Well, it's just social media has a way of everybody wants to post the best of themselves, which is natural.
That's why I like
everybody else sees it. I don't know who that is.
Daddy 05, whatever it is.
Daddy.
Isn't he an asshole?
Yeah, but he posted the worst of himself. And that's the point I'm getting.
Yeah, the abuse of his children. Yeah, that was definitely the worst of himself.
So we can't say everyone.
Yeah. No, I strongly think that almost everybody does.
Generalization. I would say very few people have the courage to just post shit that's exciting to them.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is it's cringe if you post sad shit.
I don't know,
So
man.
you only want to post happy stuff. But then everybody only sees you being happy, and then they think, "Why am I not happy?"
How many people? I'm an old man now, right? I deleted Snapchat because I realized I was like, I'm almost 30, and I'm using Snapchat. This is weird. So I deleted it, and I deleted it not only because of that, because I was seeing people from my hometown, people that are my age, posting the same shit that they were posting like in middle school, high school, saying, life's happening right now. Don't hit me up. Real ones know what it's about. And I'm just like,
type shit.
I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like,
they've got like a 10-letter acronym, like
that's more of an issue with like most people not having very good like philosophy and not very good, like they're kind of dumb and they don't understand. Like they have bad morals, bad upbringing. Like it's a combination of those things, or just one of those is amplified, and so it's like, I don't know. I mean, I know I'm just making a point of that, but I mean whatever. The fucking, what was the connection to that in the fucking the original?
Bob's Burgers suck.
No way.
Anyway,
you're actually
the reason
to that,
I connected it in the first place was that I think I think it does. This is incelly, but I think that it affects women more than it affects men, and I think that they listen to other women who are not happy.
Well, because it's always just a yes, queen.
Yes, and they tend to hype each other up a lot.
You're a woman now.
To where like yes,
they're less willing to be.
You did it again.
They're less willing to be abrasive and upfront and blunt and truthful with one another.
Yes.
And the women that are usually just outcasted as like bitchy, like mouthy, or like like masculine or tomboy or pick me. Like, you know what I mean? Like
when
they
in
do
reality,
sometimes
they're just trying to be genuine and try to help other people.
And I don't know how I feel about it, because is that like, I think one thing that connects to this is that there is a lot of shit that's happening now with technology. It kind of ties back to what we were talking about earlier. Like, I think people act like they're God, and they think that they know more than they do about shit. And I mean this, like, feminists will come out here and be like, we need more women in the workforce. But I heard an interesting thing the other day, and it is sexist. It sounds sexist, but the point this one guy was saying is that he was just making one note, and I've never really thought about it that way, is that should men and women, like he was talking about this, he said, should men and women be working together? Because we really don't know if there's like an advantage to having men and women both working in one workforce. I think sometimes there is, but other times you see disadvantages. Like, they're in nurses, or like in hospitals, I think like nurses have like some of the highest cheating and divorce rates in the entire job industry. And I think that's partly because there's a lot of like hot, like, we already got into that before, but I mean, there's that. I mean, and then you could make an argument like maybe the women distract the men, and then all the women are going to be like, well, women or men need to be taught how to be able to act normal around men. I mean, I don't know, but I'm not even saying I agree with that. I'm just making the point that I think we don't even know enough yet how this technology is affecting us or will affect us. So I think it's kind of arrogant for some people to be like so dead certain that, like what you were talking about earlier, that like women need to shut the fuck up, or or maybe they don't need to shut up. Like, no, I'm talking about like I don't know. We have to go look back at the VOD. Something about how we were talking about how women are less willing to be mouthy, or like quote unquote mouthy, bitchier up front, and blunt and truthful with their opinions, because women don't want to do that. They're less abrasive. They're more neurotic. They're more.
I mean, it all goes down to the culture and like the way that women have been treated forever. And like it's the outcasty thing to like not say your thoughts, because that's what women have been told to just do what you're supposed to do, because otherwise these bigger, stronger people are gonna do something.
Or to say your thoughts.
I mean, if you do say your thoughts, I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's why I love my girlfriend. It's because she says her thoughts and she doesn't.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why they've been, because you said not say your thoughts.
No, but like they're programmed to do that, because for the longest time,
to not say their thoughts.
Yeah, because that's just how they've been taught. Because they
get beat the shit out of her. So, I don't know.
Mean, like, think about the 50s,
legit.
Bro. Like they were
Mongolian.
I think the Family Guy bit is like does it the best. Like my dinner is cold. God fucking damn it, fuck you. And then they that's how it was. Maybe not for everybody, obviously, but that was like it wasn't taboo to do that kind of shit. Women were like they had their roles, and that was how it was. But now it's different.
Shit. You even see some women that are back in that heavy where they're like, well, if she kept her mouth shut, then maybe she wouldn't have got hit. Now, I don't know. There's a lot to be said about that, though. I mean, because then that's a real interesting, though. Is it why was that not taboo for forever and ever? Is it just because men were like,
again, it goes back to civil rights, Brad. Women.
But what does that mean?
Women barely when did women get the right to vote? Just in general.
Well, that's the thing though, is the mental conditioning of it, because most women didn't want the right to vote
because they
were conditioned. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, and then you could even say this. Why the fuck did men have all the power? Well, why the fuck did men have to go to war and die indiscriminately every time forever?
Because they wanted the women to stay home to provide for the kids and everything else.
No, what I'm saying is that the women weren't jumping up to go join. I mean, maybe you could point out maybe two.
Because if the women wanted to, they'd be like, shut the fuck up, this is a man's job.
So and I think that's actually a good point, because I think men don't like to admit that humans in general enjoy suffering and pretend like they don't. Sometimes they want to cause problems just so they have problems. It's a victim mentality. Exactly. But it's like men don't want to admit sometimes they like the struggle of being the provider. And that means going to war, dying for their girl, beating some motherfucker's ass, or working up every day in the morning, because then you get to get up in the morning and be like, I'm a real man and I protect my family. And it's like, I'm not even against either side of that. I'm just saying that they don't want to admit that sometimes they would rather have the pain than not, and maybe we're hardwired to do that, because I don't think we're built to live in paradise. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think in general, people are, it's back to what we were saying about psychological evolution, right? I think in 50, 60 years, society is going to be different in every single way, just because we've been doing that for 2,000 years, where a man wakes up and says, I'm going to go smash a Belgian teenager's head in with a rock at a German field for the glory of the United States. And then...
What?
Keep
going. I know. I'm just saying, keep going, yeah.
But that's just how we are as men. We're hardwired. That's why a lot of men struggle with employment, for example, and they're
even school, man.
Whenever I was in middle school, 12 years old or so, I was on ADHD medication. But because I had ADHD, I would forget to take it, so I had to give it to my school nurse, and they were supposed to give it to me in the morning and stuff whenever I got to school. And my teacher, I was in the advanced class, by the way. I was fucking sick as fuck and really smart.
Oh, you're balling. 1962.
But again, I had ADHD. I was fuck you. I was a child still, man. I was still jumping off the walls. And my teacher, in front of everybody, goes, "Did you take your meds this morning?"
That's fucked
And I was just like,
yeah. It's that people are not at that, especially back in the fucking 40s. They weren't sensitive enough yet to the to the complexities of.
But even that early on, for real though, there is a lot of misdiagnosis of
this
ADHD.
motherfucker crying.
Well, he's old, so he's probably not crying.
Oh shit!
He's just hiding his emotions until he blows his brains out.
Don't cry.
There was a lot of misdiagnosis of ADHD in the early days of figuring out what it was.
Are we talking about
school? School is not built for men.
You're talking about the 40s, bruh, still, or are we talking about?
No, he's talking.
I'm talking about
like my day.
I don't know. I think that was. I think that was
1990s, 2000s.
That was a real thing. Yeah.
Okay. School is designed for you.
I think the science is still so new. That what upsets me is that I think that people don't. I think people have. It's kind of like we were talking about earlier about people playing God. They keep thinking that because science is the new religion, that boom, a psychological study will come out and they're like, boom, that's 100% right. There's
Cancer's
no change.
Cured. Easy.
And they just forget though that science changes too over time, because you don't know. You might have had a bad study. It's when you learn more, exactly. You might have had a bad study or something like that, and that happens, You know, people used to think shock therapy didn't cure gayness, but we know that it does now. Oh shit! If I hadn't fucked up on the electroshock
let's
therapy,
get those asylums open back up.
Yo,
Too
let's
late,
start
bro.
fucking do some me post lobotomy 2024.
I say
Yo, dude.
instead of the whole Long John Silver's thing, I say instead of a job, we get lobotomies and we just see how that goes.
We could do that. Fry my brain until it works again.
I heard something that
can we do a
electroshock
haunted?
therapy.
Can we go
is
somewhere
crazy.
haunted for the podcast?
See,
That would actually be pretty goated.
I thought about that, but
We'd
the
have
fact
to drive somewhere though.
obviously.
Okay.
Well, I mean, because I mean, yeah. Well, I think because like I'd have to.
There's not one in
No.
walking distance. Ugh.
No. I hate those places. They're always far. No, because you know I'm like far from y'all.
I think the
We could
biggest
find something in the
somewhere,
middle
like,
of
in
nowhere
the biggest
in
thing
wherever we are.
is I literally today was on like fucking adventure TikTok and was seeing all these videos of people exploring like all these abandoned haunted places, and now I'm scared. So no.
Well, we'll just
You don't have
we'll
to be
just bring, like, a
scared if all the
six-pack for
homies
you.
are there.
We gotta go during the day. I refuse to do it at night.
Nah, bro. We're gonna pull up in the day. We're gonna get a
No, bro.
six-pack in you, and then we're gonna stay the whole night.
Okay.
The
I
only
agree.
reason why I wouldn't want to stay a place for the taunt or whatever the fuck, like, is if it's like abandoned and whatever, there's a high chance a homeless man's gonna come in and we're gonna have to whoop his ass.
I'll bring
Like,
it.
I mean, like, or we're gonna get our ass whooped because it might be a clan of homeless people, and then we got no
walk into-
shot, bro.
We walk into a factory and it's just full of tents.
It's
would
like
just
there's
tell
like
them,
because sometimes there
"Guys."
might be like 15 homeless people, and they're like, "Hey, you're in the wrong place, buddy," and then we're gonna be like, homeless versus home full
Home.
home
Full house.
full house versus homeless. Oh
Oh
shit!
my god, we'll get fucking.
I'd be down
Mary
for it,
Kate
though. I'd be
Ashley
down.
Olsen.
I mean, bro, if you're too scared, legit, just drop
I
me
mean-
off at a haunted place for a whole night. I'll
This
do it.
guy's gonna do his end of the podcast. I think I just heard somebody knock some books over there.
Dude, I'm just sitting here filming, and there's like a fucking ghost just chilling behind me, or a homeless man with a knife.
Dude, a homeless man's gonna come up and cut your foreskin. I don't even know what he's gonna do. Something like that, bro. He's gonna try to eat your balls.
Podcast turns into a live leak video.
Nah, fam, bro. I mean, we could do it. I'd be down. I think the three of us could take him. We just have to bring guns.
Well, you've got the shotgun, so I'll bring a knife. Momo can have one of my swords.
I'll bring.
Yeah, we could bring.
I
we
have-
could fashion some
I
weapons.
have these scissors.
You
I
can
have
throw
these
that,
scissors.
probably. That'll do it. We're good.
I have
We'll
this
be
lava
solid.
lamp.
I have a lighter
Oh wait,
This will
in a-
do it.
and a deck of playing cards, so I could trick them while we're. I could start doing tricks while you
Fucking-
guys knock them out.
Dude, just like Baldur's Gate, you piece of shit.
I'd be like,
You're
oh,
doing a
ah,
loot. We're in the middle of a fucking
la-da-da-da-da.
fight to the death, and you're just doing magic
my
tricks. in the
brother.
corner.
My brother gave me this thing.
What the fuck
Oh,
is
hell
that?
yeah.
Is that a? I can't even see it.
Is it sharp?
I don't.
Oh, is it a flask?
I just cut my finger recently, so I don't want to test it. So
Did you just say, is that a
What do you mean?
flask?
Just do you rub your finger against it? Not like up and down.
it has a compass. So if
Here,
we
I'll,
get
teach you how,
lost,
I'll teach you how to test the sharpness of a knife.
Don't do the. You could do the paper, or you could just rub your finger
You
on
just
it.
take
and
a
see how
piece of
sharp
paper,
it is.
you put it right there, and you just let it slide. You don't put any,
So yours is
any
not
pressure
sharp.
or anything. Yeah, it's kind of
Again,
fucked up.
just get your thumb and feel the side of it.
oh, this is like butter.
Very. Oh damn! That thing must be really sharp. Because that paper I know is made out of like titanium.
It's like vibranium.
You could see it dented it. It folded.
We gotta put this thing away. This is
Also, Spider-Man's not real, by the way. I just want to throw that out
the
there.
why is he right here?
Shit.
I thought you were him.
Oh, yo.
I
tricked
pointed
again?
at me. So
Oh, tricked double time?
Double take.
All right, I do actually have to get the fuck out of here. So.
all right, well let's
wrap it
all right, guys, this was episode number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun this episode. I hope you enjoyed this.
I think it was a good,
this
a good little
expose.
section.
I had fun. This was a good episode.
Let's I genuinely think let's fucking apply to Long John Silver's and let's get Let's get some jobs there.
I think that's gonna be a fucking huge bit. That's gonna be fucking hilarious.
We got to commit to this, man. We've already gone this far. Let's get further.
Let's just keep. This will be how we get off the ground. And they're gonna be like, remember those 3 fucking dickheads that they like started a podcast and then they all worked at Long John Silver's for 4 years. And they all
now they're all general managers.
And they all got married to each other.
Gets killed.
Yeah, what?
One of us gets caught up in the cartel of Long John Silver's and fucking
shit,
dies.
You're right.
We end up on fish. They hang us on fish hooks, bro.
Extort us. They're gonna cut my nuts.
They hang us off.
We are the chicken.
They hang us off bridges from fish
this?
hooks. We're gonna end it.
All right, let's cut the outro.
Good one, Mr. Chair.
My name is Dominick, aka Nunex.
All right, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure to press that follow button at the top. Give us a 5-star rating. Wait a second. Wait 1 goddamn second.
Uh-oh.
We forgot the one important part of this fucking podcast, and that is our viewer question. We got a question in today from the White Herb saying, if you could swap lives with anyone, who would it be?
Emma Chamberlain. Oh shit. Kim Jong-un.
That's a suspicious answer.
Why do you look so nervous?
He wants power.
The head CEO of Long John Silver. And I'd figure out what the fuck's going on.
Dude, I don't know who would I switch. Nobody. I like being me.
I think I'd switch with Mamba.
If you had to switch, I could. What the fuck kind of fucking answer was?
Well, because Mamba gets to just chill.
If you would switch with anybody,
retired.
Why don't you choose somebody who's like a billionaire and built like Brock Johnson?
Because they are billionaires and they still have to fucking work.
Well, Mamba has a huge forehead.
You have a big ass nose, so what about
This is fucked. This end of this outro was not supposed to go this way.
All right, Herb, I hope your question was answered.
We got to the meat of it, bro.
If you're,
I said it.
Again,
Emma Chamberlain.
Watch this on Spotify. Fuck. If you're watching this on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Share this with your friends. Subscribe. Comment a question that you want answered on this podcast below. If you're listening to this on Spotify, go ahead and give us 5 stars. Press that follow button. Get notified every single time this episode is dropping. Make sure to follow all of our socials at the Yap Squad and all of our personal socials as well. They'll be linked somewhere below, whatever you're listening to this on. And what else? We got merch dropping next year. We don't. I'm sorry.
We don't.
I lied.
Dude, the App Squad t-shirt could go hard as fuck. Anyways, it's been tight. It's Nunex.
I thought you were Dom. I thought no one called you by your
and Dom. And what do we got here? Who's this guy?
Well, I'm over
here. On my screen, that's just a wall. That's Mamba to me.
I'm Mamba. This has been awesome.
That's just...
See you guys later.
All right. Bye.
We ending it right here? I'm going to cut the audio.